Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Let's continue together reading Surat Al-Mulk. We already read till ayah number 8 and today we are going to continue with ayah number 9. We start Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim wa bis-salah ala Rasulillah sallallahu alayhi wa sallam wa nahmiduhu subhanahu wa ta'ala wa nashkuruhu alladhi hadana lihada wa ma kunna linahtadiya lawla an hadana Allah. Alhamdulillahi Rabbil Alameen for all his blessings towards us. Let's start. أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. And this ayah starts with قالوا. And I have a comment here to say regarding the letter Qaf and how it differs from the letter Kaf. Both letters are exiting from the same makhraj, but there is a slight difference between them. The qaf exits from the furthermost part of the tongue against whatever is above from the upper palate. Okay, there is a difference between the qaf and the kaf. Both of them have the same makhraj, general makhraj, the furthermost part of the tongue against the upper palate. But the qaf, what is exactly above the qaf is the soft tissue of the inside, the deep inside of the upper palate. While regarding the kaf, what is the part that we strike on in the upper palate is the half the furthermost part of the tongue strikes at the soft tissue, exactly like the qaf, while the other half of the furthermost part of the tongue strikes against the hard part. So when we say aqqa, the furthermost part of the tongue strikes against the upper part, which is the soft part. But with the kaf we say ak. This is just a little bit in front of the makhraj of the qaf towards the lips, okay? And this means that the furthermost part of the tongue strikes against the soft tissue and the hard tissue. There is a hard palate, okay? So ak is different than aqqa. Just be careful of this. And please, again, refer to the articulations and characteristics chapter, which is posted on the YouTube channel. It's a separate playlist. It has all the details you need to know so that we can pronounce the letters properly, inshallah. Let's go back to our reading. We say qalu. Now this is an elevated letter, the qaf, while the alif is also elevated because the alif is a follower. It's a follower letter. It follows what comes before it. And the alif, as you know, does never has a fatha or a kasra or a dhamma or any movement attached to it. It follows whatever the letter is before. So if the letter before the alif is elevated, then the alif is pronounced elevated. And this is the case of the qaf. Qa. Lu. The lam is not elevated. Don't say qal, qalu, lu. So we elevate the lam and the waw. No, this is not correct. Qalu. 2 counts for the med. This alif is cancelled. And then bala. Don't say bale. Don't make imala. Don't go towards the ya when pronouncing the alif. Bala. Open the empty space from the throat. Open the throat. La. So you can get it a strong sound and a straightforward sound. Bala. قاد. Same thing here. And we have a qalqala with the dal. قاد. The dal comes in the middle of two letters that has fatha. So if I connect, the mistake that I can do is قاد جاء. You see, I added a fatha on the dal. قاد جاء. What do I do to avoid it? I make the qalqala in its exit. قاد جاءنا. Get the jim from the middle part of the tongue. Ja. So it doesn't sound ja. I pronounce ja from the very front part of the tongue, while the jim is from the middle part of the tongue against the upper palate. Ja, جاءنا. 4 counts here. This is mad muttasil, connected mad. Okay, so I can extend it for 5 counts, but as we mentioned before, we choose the 4 counts. جاءنا. Don't forget the pronunciation of the hamza. Don't make tasheel. Tasheel means I don't pronounce the hamza. I say jana. But this is not correct with Hafs. Ja-a. Deep part of the throat and pronounce the hamza. And 2 counts for the alif. Navi. Navi. By now, you know exactly the comment I'm going to say, right? And I'm not going to say it again so that you don't get bored of my comments, okay? And this is why I say start the surah from the beginning so that you learn and follow one by one, step by step together. I'm not going to pronounce this Z, nazi. No, it's going to be vir. Get the tip of the tongue touching the edge of the above 2 teeth. Nadir. If I'm going to stop, but I'm not going to stop. Okay? So this is the ya, 2 counts, and then we have an elevated ra. Nadirun fa. We have a ghunna, right? Because this is ikhfa. The fa is one of the letters of ikhfa. So what do? Ikhfa means to hide. Put it in mind. I cannot hide anything behind something unless I go to this something that I'm going to hide behind, right? So go to the fa exit and let the noon sukun hide there. But there's always a ghunna with the ikhfa. So we pronounce the first dhamma because this is the dhamma, the grammatical dhamma that is with the ra. I cannot neglect it. What we are doing is this rule regards the second dhamma, which is a noon sukun sound, but it's not written noon, it is written an extra dhamma. So the ra is going to be elevated. Nadhirun fa. Go to the makhraj of the fa, and the makhraj is using the above 2 teeth, sliding inside against the lips, the lower lips, inside, from inside, the wet part. Nadhirun fa. Fakadha. This dhal, the sound of it runs. When it's sukoon, the sound runs, okay? And you will feel the vibration on the upper lips when you pronounce it properly. فَكَذَّا. I'm extra doing the sound so that you feel the vibration. It sounds on the upper lips. You can feel the vibration on the upper lips. فَكَذَّبَ. qalqala here again with the ba. What are the letters of qalqala? Qutb, Jad, Qaf, Ta, Ba, Jim, Dal. Remember them. فكذبنا. 2 counts for the alif. Don't say wa. Open for the fatha, sideways. So I round my lips and then I open for the fatha sideways, not upwards. وقل. Elevated qaf. And the lam, I do not pronounce it while my lips are rounded. وقل. It has bayniyah. وقلنا. 2 counts for the alif. ما. 2 counts for the alif again. نزل. Now this za has a shadda. Nazza, and it has a whistling sound and a running sound, rakhawa. So it has safir, whistle, and rakhawa, softness. The sound runs. Nazza. We all know that when the letter is in sukoon, then this is where the characters are really available. You can recognize the characters of each letter when it's sukoon. So we say nazzala, and be careful. وما nazala is different from ما nazzala. وما nazala is something that goes down, okay? And nazzala is something that has been brought down, okay? So if I don't pronounce this shadda za properly, if I say ma nazala Allah, this is so wrong in the meaning, because Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, this is not what is meant in this ayah, okay? What we mean in this ayah, what Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala brought down, okay? So just, don't consider that this is something, minor, pronouncing the shadda or not. No, it's very important because it changes the meaning. So we say ma nazzala Allahu, elevating the lam in the name of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Because of this fatha, it is preceded by a fatha letter. If it's a fatha letter or a dhamma letter, then we elevate the lam in the name of Allah. Nazzala, is this elevated? No. So it's ma nazzala Allahu, and we know that there's an alif saghira here, but it's not written. وَقُلْنَا مَا نَزَّلَ اللَّهُ مِنْ شَيْءٍ. Now here we have ikhfa with the sheen, so I go to the sheen makhraj, exit, and I pronounce the gunna. Min sha, okay? Min shay'in in antum. Now, let's have a look here. Shay'in in antum. Now, here this tanween and this nun sukun. There is a hamza coming after it and a hamza after it. This means this is idhar, right? And in the Uthmani script, the mushaf that we are using, they actually show us and guide us how to read. If I have a look at this tanween, kasratin, and this one, there is a difference between both. These are exactly parallel and under each other. These are parallel, but they are tilted, okay? So this, when we see this, this means that this is idhar. Whether it's a kasratin or a fathatin, it's written in the same way. Okay? And when I see a sukoon on the noon, I know that this is idhar because the sukoon is the sign of idhar in the Uthmani Mus'haf. And the reason is that there's one of the letters of idhar coming after it. So we say shay'in, in. And then here we have a ta, and the ta is one of the letters of ikhfa. I go to the ikhfa, I go to the ta and pronounce the ikhfa. Antum, I'm almost there, on the makhraj, almost on the makhraj. I pronounce the gunna and then I pronounce the ta dhamma. In antum, antum. Now, listen to this gunna, which is wrong, that I'm gonna say now. Antum. Again. Antum. Where did I get this gunna from? I got it from somewhere near the kaf and the qaf. Okay? But this is not correct. The gunna is lowered because the ta is lowered. So don't elevate the gunna. Get it from where the ta is pronounced. As I said, hide. It's hidden. This is ikhfa. So I go and hide it by the ta. Antum. Tu. Don't say tum. It's tu. Ta dhamma tu. Antum. And the meme has bayniyah. Let's continue. Illa, illa. 2 counts for the alif and 2 counts for the ya sukoon with a kasra before it. They are both elongating letters. Illa fi. Then we have here da. Yes. Dala. Dala. Don't say dala. Very common mistake. Dala. Ling. We have ikhfa. Let's go visit the kaf. Make the gunna, pronounce the gunna, and then the kaf fatha. Dalalin kabir. This ra is going to be lowered and مد عارض للسكون. Okay, 4 counts. And this kasra is going to be pronounced, but the rule is with the next kasra, the second kasra, which is the noon sukoon sound. ضلال كبير. Now let us read the ayah together, inshallah. Let's take a deep breath and try to read the ayah. قالوا بلى قد جاءنا نذير فكذبنا وقلنا ما نزل الله من شيء إن أنتم إلا في ضلال كبير. Okay, now what I did here is that I stopped somewhere where there is no stopping sign. Okay, and this is why. When I stopped, I took my breath and I repeated a part of what I read before so that the meaning is complete. So this is very important. I cannot stop and say in antum and then I stop, take my breath and continue illa fi dalalin kabir. This is not correct. Okay, so there are rules. If you are going to stop without a stopping sign, then there are rules to follow. Okay, now we came to an end to our ayah, and I would like to thank you for your attention and your attendance. Kindly please If you have any questions, forward it to me in the comments section and I will try my best to answer. If you find this video beneficial, click the like, subscribe so that you can receive all the new recordings on time. Jazakumullahu khairan, and I'll see you in the next recording inshallah. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.